It's 8:09 a.m. Now it's 8:10. Friday, February 10th, 2/10/2023. For those of you that have been waiting along with me for this fracking physical body to finally die so I can come out and be myself again and do everything I've been talking about, I have some good news for you. My body's shutting down. I'm dying. I'm suffocating like a son of a bitch. I know I'm close. 2 days ago on the 8th, I had an appointment with my lung specialist group to try and ease up on the suffocation while my body dies. When your body dies, suffocation's part of it, but unless you're hit with a traumatic event, which isn't allowed to happen to me because they're afraid I'm going to come out and be crazy. I'm not going to. Those of you that know me know I'm not going to, but everyone on the other side, almost 90% of all the energy over there is gone now because I killed it. I don't mean people, I mean energy. So anyway, the day before my doctor's appointment with the lung specialist, on the 7th, I called up my taxi guy. Really cool guy. And he takes really good care of me. I always leave good tips, 50 to 125% tip, depending on what I have on me. And it's usually about 100%. Anyway, he said, okay, we set the appointment, and usually when I do that, he just shows up. Well, come the morning of the 8th, when it was time for the appointment, 10:45 a.m. was my pickup time. He didn't show. I waited till 10:51 and figured I'd better call him. I went to call him on the phone, and the second I press send, then it goes end call. There's no ringing, no nothing. I said, what? And then I tried calling other people, and one other person right away, and of course the same thing happened, and I just looked at Lilly. I was already looking at her, but I made a point of making a direct contact to her and said, you're doing this. And there's a certain touch of combination of regret and sadness that she was doing it, but she was guilty. She felt guilty, but she had to do it. I couldn't call the doctor to tell him, the doctor group, tell him I wouldn't make it or anything. Taxi guy, he was told in his head by Lilly, you better call him, make sure he's there. So he actually did when he never does that. He's the only one I use to go anywhere the few times I go out. And apparently he called, and the phone just rang. Either that or he was made to forget, one or the other. So it's like, no lung specialist for you. That's enough. Lily was yelling at me to quit doing these consultations. She said, you're going to drop dead in the middle of it. You need to stop him. So I made an abrupt stop. I made a video about that. We got 3 today and 2 tomorrow on the 11th. Because she didn't want any on the 11th. She can, there's nothing inside me anymore. It's just like a thin mist of my spirit and energy. I'm in the field, but that part of me in the field, you know, which is 99.9% of me, and more actually, it's just dormant. I had a few people comment, "Wow, the field has changed recently. It's super strong." But I said, "But it's inactive." And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Yeah, that's because I'm in there, but I'm sleeping." So anyway, so it's time. We're here. And I'm going to, the proof is in the doing. And soon every one of you are going to know that, fix his arms. Soon every one of you is going to find out the truth of what I've been saying. You know, I don't mince words, never have. I never kiss ass. I never turn around about face on anything. I don't allow comments because I want people to hear what I'm saying and not think, oh, nobody likes this guy and he has too many downs, so, apparently he's full of crap or something, because the mass populace knows, right? And well, look at my videos, you don't see many downs. You don't see many thumbs down at all. So, that's because the people that bother to watch me understand. Well, those of you that have been watching, we're here. It's down to any day now. The suffocating is really bothersome, but hey, as long as it doesn't, keep going, it's gotten real bad. But if it just I can just hurry up and go, it'll be fine. And I don't believe it's going to be more than a few days now. Finally, we'll see. But I looked at Lilly and I said, honey, I don't feel you attacking my heart and everything. And she touched my heart to, mess with it, give it pain and all, not to, hurt me, just to make a point. But being able to touch my heart and give it discomfort, strong discomfort, and actually being able to kill me, to stop the heart, to squeeze it, stop it. That's two different things. But the thought came from her very softly. She goes, "There's not enough of you inside your body to keep me from doing what I need to do now." And that's her basic thought process. Whether she's right or wrong, I don't know. But I do know we're finally coming down to the end of the shit. Those of you that are awake and aware are going to realize real quick when I get out of here what it's like. And you're going to see destruction everywhere. I'm taking the animals right away. But, yeah, and I think I mentioned already that, I didn't check the phone again until this morning, and it works fine. Yesterday, day before yesterday, when it happened, on the 8th is when it happened. What's today? 10th. I called up my buddy Alex. He's known as Alexa's Heart, but it's not Alexis really. It's Alex is Heart, because he's Aryan spirit. He's source, Aryan source. He came from me a long time ago. He's a direct descendant. That's all he is, pure Ara. And I called him up, talked to him, I Skyped him. Oh, and before I get back to, I talked with Alex, and I said, do me a favor, I don't know what's going on, whatever. No, I didn't even ask him, he just went ahead and did it, and he called me on the phone, and he said the phone's acting normal on my end, but it just wouldn't Wouldn't go into, I don't know if it wouldn't go into voicemail, wouldn't leave a voicemail, I don't know, but it just wouldn't work for me. But yet, even though there's a problem with it, I called Deanna right away, and she's on, I use Signal to call Deanna out in Spain. Got right through, no problem. And Lily, literally, I mean, she just went in and said, no more, lung specialists for you, no more doctors. So, it's time. Oh, I was talking about Alex. I was going to say something else too. Oh, that was about Deanna. Calling Deanna. And I believe Signal uses the regular phone company that you're with, but then transfers it to go overseas and then back. I'm not sure, but that's kind of what's going on. And it worked that way. It's direct control by Lilly. No. You're not staying another day that you don't have to. So she wanted me out on the 11th, and that's why she really didn't want me doing these consults, at least not past the 8th or 9th. She wanted me to be relaxing and then hopefully leave on the 11th. Which, if she could just kill me, then, hey, maybe that'll actually happen. But she's a very, 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 she's Lily, but she's a very, very small piece of her. If you took a huge loaf of bread and got some tweezers and pulled off a little teeny piece of, I don't mean a crumb, I'm talking about a teeny, teeny little piece, that's how much she is of the real Lily. She's not strong enough to just kill me, but it's like she was saying, there's nothing left. So at any rate, we're there. I'm suffocating through the night and in the morning, where I can't, just going to shut down. But she wants me to get up, move around, be able to breathe a little bit, and then plop, just drop dead. She told me this morning, she showed me, making some coffee, drinking it, and she said make the real strong coffee and then put 2 double shots of espresso in it. This is my second cup. It only has 1 double shot of espresso in it though, but coffee is a natural stimulant. So anyway, there's that real old song for those of you that have a lot of years on you like I do. Looks like we made it. I'm anxious to be out of here, and you'll see, like I said, the proof's in the doing. You're going to see that it sounds like when you look at me and listen to me, I project forth the fact that I'm not bullshitting. I'm telling you what's real. And those of you that are really awake and strong and everything, you can sense that. You know it. You can feel into me, especially those I've cranked up. You can feel into me, and you know what the hell's going on. Well, now I'm going to show you. 8.5 to 10 months. As soon as I'm free of this body, it's going to be nasty destruction. And then after that, everything changes until I take everyone out of body. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be wonderful. And those, who you are is your real self is spirit. I'm changing that when we get home. I'll be home already, but when I pull everyone home, I'm changing y'all. I'm going to modify your spirit. And whether you like it or not, I'm going to do it. So it sounds horrible, but let me tell you what I'm talking about. When you were created for one purpose. To grow, get bigger, get back together again with your spirit mate, release a bunch of you, and then create new praise machines for the original first being halves, male and female. Well, that shit's done. I finished killing them in May 23rd of 2013. The first attack was July 10th, 2012. 10:23 p.m. I was right here, aiming that way outside, out the window. Anyway, so that crap's over. I'm going to change all of you so that You literally are your like a more full, complete self. You're going to be. It's just modifying your frequencies, okay, and putting a little extra in there, and then people are going to get those people that didn't get cranked up. They're going to get cranked up. I'm making everyone stronger. So you're going to be more you than you've ever been as your pure self. Spirit, sentient energy. And the lives that you have are going to be in these really soft energy bodies. You can get out anytime you want yourself. If you had enough, it's like, screw this, I'm out of here. Well, you come out. It's you're not going to have lives that are like that. But if you want to, you have the option. And you're going to have lives relative to your frequencies, who you actually are. So I'm going to change you to make you a more fuller you than you've ever been, period. And then beyond that, you're going to have lives where those frequencies that you are, you're going to have lives relative to that, and you're going to be expressing that as you're having a life. So as you grow nice and slowly and relaxed, you grow into a fuller, stronger, more beautiful you. I mean, the biggest word, the biggest lie that's ever existed in creation is you're loving God. You're is cool. Loving is awesome. God is bullshit. They're dead and gone, and all the other big problems are gone, but now I got to go home and straighten out the mess. It's like reformatting the computer. This isn't the best analogy, but it's like going from fracked up Microsoft, even worse than it is, to Apple. All right, folks. Look, love you. Those of you that have been waiting, we're here. I got to get out of here. I'll be thank you. I'll be going into consults here in an hour and a half or whatever it is. 2 hours? 2.5 hours. So now the rubber meets the road. The moment is very close at hand, finally. And I'll show you everything I've said is true, and a lot more. It's time, as creation, we got rid of our creator, our abusive, disgusting origin. The first being male and female that was sick before it ever did anything. And 27.5% lower frequencies, didn't care about much. Now your oldest brother and sister are taking over. Caretakers. Call myself Janitor. And the animals are leaving, okay? But you're going to be fine because we have a ton of ETs here that are going to be supplying food. There's going to be replicator stations. I call them food synthesizers, but people know them as food replicators usually when they talk about it. There's going to be stations where you can just come and get food. There'll be restaurants that have them in there. Everything's going to change. And you're going to watch 40% of the population on this planet go. And you're going to realize that the people that are the good people, the compassionate people that leave, it's because they needed to leave. It was time for them to get out of the body and start healing. Because they were hurting so bad. And if you really love your animals and they're hurting, I'm taking them too. But other than that, your pets, you can take care of them, then they're being taken care. Then they're going to be fine. There's a lot more I'm not telling you about. Let's just let it happen. But it's all positive. So it doesn't mean you age 20 years younger. You're coming out of the body. You're not staying in there. As soon as I'm gone, you've got between, just say about 5.5, between 5 and 6 years, over 5, less than 6 years, and everyone comes out of body at the same time. You blink your eyes and it's just all of a sudden you're back home. Yourself floating around in beautiful energy, and you can see everyone else. And you remember, oh crap, that's right. No body, that's because it wasn't mine anyway. You know, I don't have a body. I've always said that y'all have no idea how awesome you really are. You'll find out. So, folks, and wait till you meet Lilly. Holy crap. Beautiful, beautiful love, but power. Damn, she's strong. Like I said, she's had over 8.9 trillion lives. I'm the old fart with 10.846 plus trillion lives. You'll see. But the proof is in the doing, and the wheels are about to start turning. Folks, love you. Take care, and I'll always be with you. If anything starts to mess with you, I'm just going to destroy it. See you soon.